Metroid's first move into 3D was stellar to say the least, and the vast majority of the suits are well made, and Prime's Power Suit is no exception, which is weird given it only appeared in Prime out of all the Prime games. The Metroid Prime Power Suit sports the flatter pauldrons of the original Metroid's Power Suit, but has a slimmer build compared to the Return of Samus design. Not that that's a bad thing though, since it differentiates it more from the Varia Suit. A nice change with the pauldrons though is that they're orange, as if they're setting up for the Varia Suit, while the rest is the usual yellow. The lights, visor, and the suit overall is really vibrant, and it's just really nice to look at. Another change is the arm cannon. It's way bigger and has more detail to highlight the beams and missile changes in-game, getting longer, wider, taller. It's filled with so much detail it's kinda hard to keep up with. It definitely sets up for what's to come, and that's more than fine. It's just really good. What a thing of beauty. The Prime Varia Suit sports a number of changes from Supers, most notably more lights, bulk, and refinement. The lights on the chest started here, and they became a staple of Samus's suits that continue even today. The shoulders also look awesome as hell with the extra lights, and the little circle in the middle breaks the empty space. I also like the black undersuit. It reminds me of Halo. I can confidently say that Prime's Varia Suit is the most widely known iteration of her suits. Is what I would say if Dread didn't exist, but that's getting ahead of myself. The extra lights on the suit and arm cannon overall will become incorporated into every new iteration of Samus's suits, and even better is that they serve gameplay in some way, either to see Samus in the dark or to convey her weaponry. And seeing this suit on the cover of Metroid Prime gives this incredibly imposing aura. I just love it. So with that, it's clear to see that Prime's Varia Suit is likely the most influential suit behind Metroid 2's own Varia Suit, and it's no surprise why. The suit is just pure badassery. Oh, you absolute thing of beauty. I'm just gonna say it right here that Prime's Gravity Suit is one of the best designs Samus has ever had, and it's the combination of the bluer purple of the suit, the usual red and yellow, but the cherry on top is, as you could probably guess, the lights. They're vibrant blue, and it fits the suit so well. This little change makes such a huge difference. I can't give enough praise to this design. But believe it or not, I think it could have been even better with a slight tweak. I'll leave a link to the source for this recolor, but I haven't stopped thinking about this color combination. The slight color change of the cannon, helmet, and chest fits the bluer purple better, but the white for the inner suit really completes it. This would be a god tier look for me. But we have these colors and I really can't complain. The blue lights do so much for the suit. Man, easy S+. Despite what the colours might lead you to believe, Samus isn't being edgy. The Gravity Suit gets corrupted and becomes the Phazon Suit, giving the suit a dark black outer layer, a silver inner layer, and one of the few suits to feature red lights. It's such a drastic departure from the norm of Samus suits, it ends up being really awesome just from being so unique. Plus, black and red are such a nice colour combination. Can't go wrong with it. A cool trait of the Phazon Suit is this warping effect around the suit, distorting it a little, and no other suit has that effect. While it does suck that it is just a recolor of the Gravity Suit, it does still look awesome. The Phazon Suit is great to see in tandem with the Metroid Prime itself. Speaking of which, Dark Samus takes the Phazon Suit and wears it for herself, turning the lights blue instead, which I naturally prefer. Samus's Phazon Suit is still an amazing look, but not a definer, I'll be honest. Yeah, we're going to be seeing the Fusion Suit a lot because, first off, this is the first 3D showing of the suit. Second is that every version has enough differences to warrant coverage. And third, this is my series, I do what I want. Anyway, the Fusion Suit in Metroid Prime is a pretty accurate translation from 2D to 3D, minus the arm cannon. The proportions are built upon the rig in Prime, so the shoulders and overall upper body isn't one-to-one compared to Fusion. The colours of the suit itself are a little muted, which is a bit disappointing, but that could be due to Prime's darker lighting. Samus's face is more on display though, and the faces themselves are different depending on the suit you use, which is a very cool feature. Overall, Prime does a pretty good job at recreating the Fusion Suit in 3D, but it's not something I'd go out of my way to wear. It's just a neat remodel for those who do want to wear it. Basically, it's just a skin. Oh god, we're back to this monstrosity? Alright, believe it or not, I don't find Fusion's Varia Suit too bad in 3D, but it's still not good. The shiny inner pieces of the suit alone push this version above the original, which is about as good as it gets. The blue visor is nice, but again, doesn't save this war crime. So I'll just talk about how you could play with the Fusion suits in Metroid Prime instead. If you owned a copy of Fusion, Prime, a Game Boy, a GameCube, and a link cable, you could connect the two consoles. Once you've completed Metroid Prime, you could connect the two games using the link cable. Congrats, you've unlocked the Fusion suits. But apart from visuals, there are no other changes. By doing that, you could also play the original NES Metroid 2, which is a lovely bonus. Oh yeah, this thing. God, my eyes. The devs did a great job on recreating the original though. Much like the Fusion Suit, the colours of Prime's recreation of Fusion's Gravity Suit are a little muted compared to the originals, but that's likely due to lighting. What I find this ultimately gives the suit is a floating head type of problem. The suit blends into the environment of Prime so much to the point that Samus's head feels like it's floating, because it's the only thing that's largely noticeable. While that's not a problem for a first person game, it's not one the original design had in the first place, design wise. You could definitely see where you were on the screen, even among similar colours. I'm also going to mention how Prime's arm cannon definitely doesn't fit the design of the Fusion Suit lineage. It would have been cool to see Fusion's arm cannon recreated, but the devs were wrapping up the game when they were making these, so it's alright. That being said, this is a bit of a downgrade to the original, I'll admit. I'll say right off the bat that Prime's recreation of Fusion's Omega Suit varies heavily depending on lighting. There are instances where it's a little muted and dull, where I'd give the suit a B rating, but then there are other moments where the colours of the suit really pop, and the blue visor is the icing on the cake, which is strange given the original design had a green visor. But yeah, as you can imagine, it's these bright and vibrant areas that propel the Omega Suit way higher on the list. The bright red contrasting the blue just gets my brain going. The orange and yellow layers don't blend in as easily as the original as well, so that's another plus. Yeah, the Prime arm cannon still doesn't overly fit the aesthetic of the Fusion Suit lineage, but it still looks really good. I'm gonna naturally lean to the more colourful side, but not go overboard with the score. When seen in light, Prime's Omega Suit is sexy as hell. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more Metroid shorts, discussions and lore like this.